Have you ever considered what would happen if you were home alone and faced a medical emergency, like a heart attack? It's a chilling thought, but unfortunately, it's a reality more people face than we'd like to admit. Many think they'll have time to react or that someone will be there to help them. But the truth is, those first few moments are often the most critical. How you respond or don't respond can make all the difference between life and death. The good news? Even if you live alone or spend much of your time on your own, you can survive a heart attack if you know what to do and act quickly. In this video, we're going to share 7 essential steps you must take if you find yourself alone during a heart attack. These steps are straightforward, easy to follow, and could save your life when every second counts. Stay tuned for the final steps because the last few things you should do are ones most people forget. But they could be the difference between survival and tragedy. Don't wait until an emergency happens to learn how to respond. Let's dive in. The first and most important step to surviving a heart attack is recognizing it. But here's the thing, not all heart attacks are dramatic. Many people expect intense chest pain, but real heart attacks often start much more subtly. Your first clues might be physical sensations you might mistake for something else. What you should be on the lookout for is pressure in the center of your chest. It's not necessarily sharp pain, but more like a tightness or a squeezing sensation, as if something heavy is pressing on you. And, importantly, it doesn't always go away. The discomfort can last for several minutes or come and go. Other signs include shortness of breath, dizziness, nausea, or even a cold sweat. Some people may experience pain in their arms, neck, or jaw. And for women, seniors, and those with underlying health conditions, the symptoms might feel more like indigestion or back pain. Take Mary, for example. At 70, she was gardening when she noticed something was off, just a dull ache in her chest and feeling unusually winded. It wasn't much, but it was enough for her to take a break and sit down. She immediately called her daughter. Her daughter rushed over, and they called 911 together. The doctors later told her that if she had waited even a few more minutes, the damage could have been catastrophic. If you feel anything unusual, especially in your chest, arms, or back, don't wait. Even if the signs are faint, call for help. Your ability to identify early symptoms could be the very thing that saves you. Once you recognize the symptoms of a heart attack, your next step is simple but crucial. Call 911. Don't hesitate. Don't wait to see if the symptoms pass. The faster you get help, the better your chances of survival. A heart attack is not something you can walk off. It's an emergency, and every minute that goes by without medical attention puts you at greater risk. Paramedics will arrive prepared to stabilize you with medication and equipment that can help prevent further damage to your heart. And if you think driving yourself to the hospital is an option, think again. Heart attacks can escalate quickly. You might lose consciousness, get into an accident, or simply not have the energy to get to the hospital. Instead, let the professionals come to you. Think about James, 80 years old. He was home alone when he began feeling tightness in his chest and dizziness. His first instinct was to wait it out, but remembering advice from his doctor, he immediately called 911. By the time the paramedics arrived, his symptoms had worsened, but they were ready. While waiting for the ambulance, one of the best things you can do is take aspirin. If you're able to, chew 1 325 milligram tablet slowly. It may seem too simple, but this action could be the difference between life and death. Aspirin helps by thinning your blood, which reduces the chances of the blood clot in your artery getting bigger. By chewing it, your body absorbs it faster. It's not a cure for a heart attack, but it can help slow or prevent further damage to your heart. Let's consider Alice. She was 68 when she felt a strange discomfort in her chest. Despite having a history of heart disease, she hadn't been expecting anything major. She quickly chewed an aspirin and sat down to wait for help. By the time the ambulance arrived, her heart was still under stress, but she had bought herself some time. If you don't have aspirin on hand or can't swallow it, don't worry. If possible, try to get one from a nearby neighbor or family member. But if aspirin is available, don't hesitate. It can very well improve your chances. Once you've called emergency services and taken the aspirin, it's time to focus on resting. As difficult as it may be, try to stay still and avoid any unnecessary movement. The last thing your heart needs right now is additional stress. When you're having a heart attack, Even simple movements like walking or standing can make things worse. The heart is already struggling to pump blood effectively, so it's critical that you minimize the effort your body needs. Sit or lie down in the most comfortable position you can find, ideally with your back supported. If you start to feel faint or lightheaded, lying down might be a better option. Take the case of Thomas, 79. He was sitting in his recliner when he began feeling weak and dizzy. He remembered what his doctor had told him during his last checkup. If something feels off, don't move. Sit and wait for help. Thomas followed this advice, staying calm and still while waiting for the paramedics to arrive. This simple action could have kept him from making the situation worse. Remember, it's not just about staying still physically. Mentally, try to stay calm. Deep breaths can help lower your stress levels and reduce the workload on your heart. As soon as possible, unlock your front door. Emergency responders need to get to you quickly, and the fewer obstacles they encounter, the faster they can provide help. A locked door, even if it's just the garage or front door, can waste valuable time. Don't assume someone else will take care of it. If you live alone, make sure that any doors leading into your home are easy to access. If you're able to, leave a light on near the door or in the entryway so they can find you even if it's dark outside. Think about Charles, 74. He was feeling ill and recognized the symptoms of a heart attack. His first priority after calling 911 was to make sure the door was unlocked so the paramedics wouldn't be delayed. When the responders arrived, they could get to him immediately and began administering treatment right away. So, if you're in a position to do so, make sure your home is ready for emergency professionals to come in and assist you. As much as possible, try to keep your body hydrated. Dehydration can make your heart work harder, so keep a glass of water nearby if you can manage it. Avoid caffeine or alcohol, as these can add unnecessary strain to your heart during an emergency. Also, try to resist the urge to move around unnecessarily. If you've already made the call and are awaiting help, don't try to do anything beyond what's needed to stay comfortable and alert. Sometimes people panic and try to get their belongings together or clean up, but this only increases the stress your body is under. Take it from Sylvia, 65, who experienced a heart attack alone while cleaning the kitchen. She began to feel faint and dizzy, but rather than moving around more, she paused, sat down, and took deep breaths. Staying still and hydrated helped her stay calm until paramedics arrived. Waiting for help can feel like an eternity, especially when you're scared, but your mindset plays a key role in your survival. It's easy to panic, but staying calm and focusing on positive thoughts can actually help regulate your heart rate and reduce anxiety. Even if you feel scared, try to remind yourself that help is on the way. Focus on breathing deeply and try thinking about something that makes you feel safe or calm. It's important to remember that heart attacks are often survivable when treated promptly. Take a deep breath and hold on to that hope. And in the meantime, keep your phone handy in case the paramedics need more information from you. No one ever expects to be faced with a heart attack, and especially when you're alone. But knowing these 7 steps, recognizing symptoms, calling for help, taking aspirin, staying calm, preparing your home, hydrating, and focusing on positive thoughts can make a significant difference. Your response in the first few minutes is vital, and each step you take matters. If you found this video helpful, make sure to share it with someone you care about. Everyone deserves to know what to do in an emergency. Stay safe and remember, being prepared could save your life.